source here. Today we're working on a Go Onger Gold, RPM Gold. I think I got it right this time. Someone asked me in my silver video if I was going to do a gold. I said, well, I wasn't, but now I am. So here we are. Beautiful model by 3D Command Center. Got a little bit of issue up here. This just needed supports. I didn't put any supports up here. That's all it is. We can melt that, trim it, sand it, fill it. That's not a big deal. I'll have to look and make sure it's this flat. There's no point to it. I don't really know off the top of my head. It's hard to remember every little detail of a helmet, especially in season winners. What, 7 of them? Yeah. And I just finished Go Onger. I haven't seen RPM yet. I hear it's better than Go Onger, and I kind of believe it. I wish I could get my journey videos going. I don't know, I feel like a fake putting them out. I have the script written for Battle Fever, so maybe I'll just sit down and make it happen one day. But in Go Onger's case, I really liked it at the end. Like, it took a while for the characters to grow on me, and in the beginning they have a weird dynamic. And when you have 7 main characters, and then you got to give them development, the villains development, and then you got to give the engines development. It's just like there's too much, and it works. And I really like the engine idea. I think that's really cool. And the bad guys are fun. God, I can't remember their names. I know the girl's name's Catalystine or something. I don't know. They do this weird J-pop group with Go on Silver and Go on Yellow. It's wonderful. I like Go Onger. It just honestly, it probably wouldn't even crack a top 10 for me. It was okay. Definitely was. I liked all the power-ups. The mech is awesome, for sure. And there are some badass seasons, for sure. When, Red's fighting the Minister of Earth Pollution. Actually absorbs the standard, I don't even know, it's something. It's like that old caveman pollution dude, I don't know. It was real awesome. They have a lot of helmetless scenes too, which is weird. They have these awkward full helmets that are cut like this, so they can just boop, boop, but they don't really ever put them on and off. They just do this, the whole fake on and off. They make me feel real weird. I hate noticing them. I hope you don't go back and notice them because I don't like how they're cut and they make me feel uncomfortable. You don't care. You're here to watch me make a helmet. So what we're gonna do is pop off these supports. Hopefully that doesn't come off. I don't think it's attached. I don't think the circle parts are attached on the side. Huh. Interesting. Well, if they come off, we'll glue them on. No big deal. We're going to do that. I'm going to look up and see what we're going to do for this front part here. Then we'll probably add some spot putty or glazing putty, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll start sanding. But from what I can see, it's pretty good. 3 Command Center glazing. Also, someone asked me if I was going to make the wild gold and silver combo from Go Kaiser. And you know what? Maybe I will. I'll just see if I can find them all. So, let's get to it. Okay, we're just going to sand the first coat of glazing putty on this. And the back as well. I don't know if I'm going to do anything to the turbine stuff here. I feel like I'm just going to ruin it. But I'll put a coat of filler primer on it, see what it looks like, then we'll go from there. But let's get this going first. Oh my, that took 30,000 years. 30,001 years. I was gonna sand a lot more today, but my hand is tingling, so. Whew. Might be it for today. I don't have any filler primer right now, so as far as we're gonna get this right now. I sanded this, and I'm working on a new Zen Kaiser for myself because someone bought my old one. And I think I'm about done sanding. I'm gonna do some wet sanding. I think that's a little more relaxed. Doesn't make my hand tingle. But yeah, I think we're getting there. I'd like to see the coat of primer on it, but it's gonna have to wait. So till I get some. Okay, so my wife went to one Walmart and they had no filler primer. I went to another Walmart and they had one can without a lid. So that's what I'm rocking right now. Amazon has only 6 packs up for $8 a can. So I don't know what to do. I'm gonna make this one can last enough to maybe get 2 helmets done out of it, which kind of hampers everything. So there's still another Walmart I can check, but I just didn't have time today. So this is all we got. But we're gonna get this primed. Probably could have sanded this a little better, but as a rough start, I think we'll be okay. The primer, of course, will show us what we need to definitely fill and fix up. So let's get that on there, we'll let it dry, and then we can assess it. Oh, and I'm gonna spray primer the turbine things on the side too. Okay, doesn't look awful. Gonna be honest, it looks better than my Go on Silver already, so progress. We'll let this dry. We're gonna have to do a little bit around the edges on the turbines, I think, for sure. And there's a little bit in the front of the helmet we definitely gotta work on, but it's a solid start. Okay, so I don't remember where we left off on RPM Gold here. I had the back already sanded and half the front, so I don't know. I could go back and look, but I think we're on our second sand anyway, so no big deal. But I wanted to show you something. Now I got sand before we prime it. Shout out to Chaotic Props. He's the one that told me about this. But if you start losing your detail lines, get a needle file. And I'll try to do it. It's kind of hard holding this up. But what you want to do is pull towards you on your detail lines. So I can kind of see this one. Hopefully you can see it. So pull. So we dig it in, and then you kind of scrape it out away from you after you get it kind of etched in there. And that brings it right back out. So I'm gonna do that around where we lost the visor trim, definitely around here. That's what made me think about doing it again here. So gonna do that real quick, and then we'll move on, get another coat of primer on here. I think we're getting pretty close. I'm gonna do some stuff to the chin, but that's not a big deal. I know some of it still looks kind of ugly, but once we prime it, we should be able to see what we need to do. I got the turbines going. They just need sanded again. I think they're pretty solid. But yeah, happy how this is turning out. Hopefully it stays that way. Okay, I'm very happy with how this is turning out. We're gonna have to fix the chin lumps after it dries here. Might have to get some epoxy sculpt out. There's a couple over here and stuff. The line etching, I think, turned out pretty well. There's a little bit there, but we're gonna mask it still, so it'll be nice and clean line. And it doesn't look terrible. And there's a little part about here in the back I want to fix too. Oh, I missed a little spot here. And maybe up under this crest here. I don't know. Looks kind of funny up here, but that should just be. I'm not familiar with what it actually looks like, but yeah, we'll let this dry. I keep seeing places I missed. getting ahead of myself. We'll let this dry. I'm gonna sand the turbines for the sides real quick and hit them with some primer. But I think we're getting there. Okay, we're gonna do the white. This was really hard to mask, and I'm still not sure if it's gonna be okay. I hope it is. We'll fix it if it's not, don't worry. But the problem with the metallic, at least the Rust-Oleum, Chaotic Props showed me some stuff. He used some testers enamel. They look really good on his Die Ranger helmets. So I'm probably gonna get some of that and try my hand at some of that. See how that looks, but this is already, you know, a ship sailed on this one. But with the Rust-Oleum stuff, it's been drying over a week, and once you put the tape on it, it can peel off some of the shininess of the gold. So hoping that doesn't happen. So when I mask this, I just push gently around the edge where I want it and try not to get anywhere else than we need to. So it's a challenge, and hopefully this goes okay. Okay, that's dry. I'm gonna take the masking off. I don't want it to sit too long with that gold like I talked about. And then there's some black details up on that where the crest is that I don't know what they are. So we're gonna have to do some research, figure that out. I'm just gonna do some fine lines, and I could do the gold and silver on the turbines on the side still. I just painted them flat black. Oh, and the logo. I need to paint the logo silver, but that's easy stuff. So we'll get this off and see what it looks like. Okay, so I painted this black originally. I figured it'd be easier to do in gold instead of trying to mask that. So we're gonna just hand paint these. Should be fine. I'm gonna hand paint these, do the detail lines. I think there's some, this is dark and black in here. So we might have to hand paint that in. And up here is black as well, a little bit. So we'll get that on, we'll get the detail lines. I gotta figure out where I put the emblem, and we'll do detail lines on that as well. And should be about ready to clear coat, so let's get to it. Okay, it's not the best. I'm still gonna do some touch-ups, but I gotta let it dry. At this point, I'm just pushing paint around, so gonna let it dry. I'm gonna do a couple more coats of black on the side and the front and the top. See if I can do anything about fixing up the line around the visor a little bit. I should be able to, but I've been sitting here for like an hour and I just need to walk away from it, I think. So that's what we're gonna do. And next I should have it all together. I'm just gonna use super glue, I think, to put the turbines on and the emblem, and then we will clear coat. So that'll be next.
Okay. Sorry, I kind of lost my voice. I DJ'd last night and having a hard time talking today. So we got everything attached. We got the sides, the emblem. It looks crooked in the video, but I tried to line it up best I could. sure. Maybe it is a little crooked. I don't know. The sides. I love to read Command Center, but one thing about his Go Under files is these aren't like, the circle's not like in the center. They're kind of like off, or maybe the circle's in the center, but the circle's not like a perfect circle, so it's a little off on one side. I don't know. So I tried to do the best I could with it. I mean, it won't matter. You'll never see both of them at the same time. It's impossible. So, man, I know I sound like putting on a deep radio voice for you listeners today, or ASMR. But that's the best I can do. So, gonna clear coat this. It's a little cold out. Probably should wait a little bit, but you know, I'm impatient. I'm hoping the clear coat covers up where the masking kind of pulled up the gold. Like I said, that always happens with the metallics. I did get some enamel gold that I wish I could have used on this, but I had this literally almost done by the time I got it. So maybe in the future, we'll see. But as planned, we're gonna clear coat it. Now I got me triple thinking the emblem. It doesn't look crooked looking straight on. I think it's just the shape and the camera lens. I don't know, but let's get some clear on here. All right, that's 3 coats. It looks pretty good, honestly. I think the clear kind of covered up any issues I had with it. But we'll let it dry. We'll get the visor in. I printed the model for the visor. So if my vacuum forming box is done, maybe we'll try that. If not, we got a good pattern, so it should be pretty simple. Pretty simple. And the visor model fits pretty nice, so we shouldn't have to do a lot of trimming and all that. So we're gonna let it dry and we'll get there. Probably won't be till next week anyway. So okay, I'm gonna apologize. I had company yesterday when I was working on this, so I didn't quite get in as much commentary as I usually like to do. But this visor sucked. I tried really hard to use the template, and I just couldn't get it to bend correctly like this. I tried heat gun, I tried forming it, I tried everything. So it's not perfect. I don't like this gap. I mean, it looks fine from the front, you know. It doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look terrible. Again, my vacuum form table's almost done. Yep. I need to find a better way to heat the plastic, and I also need to get I need a adapter for the vacuum. But I did try it yesterday without a vacuum, and it kind of worked. The plastic needed to be hotter, and the vacuum would have been perfect, but I didn't feel like wasting more sheets trying. So we just ended up with this, and this took three different tries. And my buddy was here, and he was making fun of me because I was just screwing up everything yesterday. And that's kind of how today's going as well. So it's wonderful. I love everything and it's happening this weekend. But got the visor in. I'm gonna put the elastic magnets, and then we will move on to the spin around, and it should be done. All right, that is Go on Gold finished. Um, Sorry if it was sitting weird. My hair's up, and it was like pushing my glasses one way, so I feel like it was sitting cockeyed. But it happens. It happens. I love how this turned out. The visor could be better. I still have the buck um, for when I tried to see if I could do it by hand, but I can vacuum form now. So I was thinking maybe I'll give that a whirl. It's a bigger one. It'd be good practice. See if I can get the vacuum form to actually fit flush with this. Because I don't like how far it sticks out from these parts, but um, if I do that, I'll do a little update. But right now, I got a lot going on, and this is acceptable for the shelf. Uh, if someone bought one of these, I would definitely vacuum form it at this point in my life. But uh, I really love this. No layer lines. It's so hard with the metallics like the gold and silver. They'll show off every layer line, and you really can't see it. It looks, you know, a solid piece. Um, but man, this helmet's so cool. And this finishes, I guess you could say, a mini team. We got both the Go on Wingers, I think is their Sentai name. I'd like to redo my silver. The back's really rough, really rough. And as you saw, this thing was in many pieces. If you saw this video, if not, go check it out. It's one of my older ones, and it's not as nice as this, but I think they're going to look great together on the shelf. I'll have to make room to put both of them together. But yeah, what do I need? I need blue, green, black, and I'm remaking red, and we'll have all the Go Oners, RPM. So look forward to those. I have all the files, so would like to do that. I definitely want to do a green helmet. I really like that design, so that's definitely going to be coming. Oh boy, knocking stuff over. But yeah, thanks for watching. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Stickosaurus for daily build pictures. I'm very consistent about it. So, um, and I put up like helmets I'm working on for customers and stuff. I know videos of. So if you want to see that, um, feel free. Check me out on TikTok at Stickosaurus. I do guessing game. I show off. I usually spin around the customer helmets and stuff. People kind of like that. Uh, And eventually we'll get around to doing some collection videos of my Megazords and also like full team helmets. Or maybe someone didn't believe me. I have one from every team, but I do as of now. Apparently, there's leaks that the next series is showing up in Zenkaiger in like December, the Christmas episode. So as of right now, I don't. And also, you've probably seen this, and it's May, so we'll probably already know what the next Sentai is. Uh, and I'm also going to do some more Kamen Rider ones as well. But yeah, thanks for watching and have a great day.